Setting a goal. Well, is it a coaching session or something? Well, no and yes. Setting the goal that works for you is all about finding the right motivation to learn the language and stay consistent to see the results. In this podcast, we will talk about how you can set a goal for language learning and maybe even for your other life aspirations. In one of the previous episodes, we already talked about the importance of setting a goal that works for you to make sure that you stop making excuses and actually find the time for language learning. I will leave the link below to listen to it. And in this episode, on the other hand, we will be talking more about the actual steps to take to set the goal correctly. So, step number 1 is to ask yourself, why? Why do you want to learn the language? If you say something like, well, because everyone knows it and I don't, sorry to disappoint, but this is not your goal. If you find it difficult to be sincere with yourself, try the 5 whys method. Ask yourself why to each response you get in order to get to the core and understand your true aspirations in life. For example, well, because everyone knows it and I don't. Why? Because I feel like I'm missing out on life because of not knowing the language? Why? Because I want to travel and live life to the fullest, and without the language, I don't feel confident to do so. And now you know. Your true motivation to learn the language is to be confident and have no limits in life. That's more inspiring than just saying everyone knows it, so should I, isn't it? Step number 2, if applicable, set yourself a time frame, but be realistic. If you're just starting to learn the language, don't say that you're going to be fluent in 2 months. Maybe you would like to start looking for a job in a different country in a year or so. That's a great goal and a reasonable time frame. Step number 3, make sure to take your big goal and divide it into small steps. This is probably the crucial step to make sure you actually stay consistent. Big goals can scare us, so let's make sure to break them down in a more comfortable way. For example, the first step would be to understand how much time you actually have, and then based on that, find the format that works for you. Group lessons, individual lessons, speaking clubs, and so on. Obviously, you can also start off by yourself, and we will talk about the ways to learn the language independently in the next episodes. And the final step, number 4, celebrate your small results. If you decide to learn the language for 10 minutes and you actually stay consistent for 5, 6, 7 days, that's a great job. Even a small step is better than nothing. Being consistent is key, but it's okay to sometimes get some rest from learning. Find your pace that aligns with your goal and remember why your language journey has started. And what about you? Do you have a goal? Share your goals with us and sign up for a free consultation with Pomodoro Expert, and I will see you in the next episode.